Netflix is in the news today with its latest quarterly report showing it lost 970,000 subscribers in the 3 months to June 30. It was the second successive quarterly loss of customers, but it did forecast an increase of 1 million subscribers in the current quarter. Netflix shares jumped almost 7.5% on that news in after-hours trading. But locally, Netflix is on the acquisition trail. It today announced that it's bought the award-winning visual effects and animation studio Logic. Now, Logic has worked on a host of international productions, including The Matrix, Moulin Rouge, the Lego movies, Peter Rabbit, and The Great Gatsby, and the Academy Award-winning Happy Feet. Logic, I've got to tell you, is an amazing story of Australian know-how and ingenuity. And its chief executive and co-founder, Zareh Nalbandian, joins me now. Zareh, many thanks for your time. Congratulations on this deal with Netflix. Just explain how it came about.
Oh, thank you, Ross. Look, it was an organic thing that happened because we've been working with Netflix on a couple of their films, and we've had such a great experience working with them creatively and producerially. And they were very, very much wanting to increase that relationship, take it as far as they could. And for Logic, after 30 years of being fiercely independent, I feel like we finally found a company that was incredibly aligned to what we do and our aspirations, our goals and our values. So it was a kind of a natural match for us.
Okay, so Zareh, I know a little bit of your own personal story, so just explain it to us, because as you say, this thing started in the early 1990s, but it's even your own journey prior to that, your family background, where you went to school. This really is a homegrown business, isn't it?
It sure is, and I'm really proud of it, but I'm also incredibly proud of the team at Logic, who are incredibly dedicated, talented, committed, and they've helped get the company to where it is now. Chris Godfrey and I started the company in 1991, and he's an amazing visual effects supervisor, and we've been working together for many years prior to that. But I was a kid from the Sydney western suburbs with immigrant parents. I grew up in Canterbury. And for me, I would have never dreamt of being a producer on a Ron Howard movie that I'm doing right now, or having this kind of success in, an animation company out of Australia that's going to be seen on a global stage.
So just explain to me why it is that Australia can be at the forefront of the world in this type of visual effects. What was it that really made Australia unique as a place to have this business, to have this talent come through?
Well, I'm sure you've heard everybody say that we punch above our weight. We've got incredible talent in Australia. We really innovate. We're not afraid of trying anything. We're not afraid of failing. And sometimes we don't know what we don't know, so we'll try anything. I just think it's in the Australian DNA, and that sort of allows us to do things that other people might be afraid to do. But ultimately, it's great talent, it's great government support, and we've got an industry that goes back decades.
In many ways, Happy Feet was almost the making of the business. A lot of your business and the acquisitions you made came after Happy Feet. So that breakthrough with Happy Feet, just explain how important that was for your business.
Oh, look, that was an incredible opportunity we had to build an animation studio from scratch. And we had no legacy. We're not Disney, we're not DreamWorks. And we had to sort of design and build our animation capability in a way that was kind of contemporary and very different to traditional studios. Not having a legacy was really empowering because it meant that we could try anything and do anything, and I think that really paid off on Happy Feet. But we had a decade of that sort of history in big advertising commercials in the 90s, working with world-renowned directors, winning awards in New York and London for the work that we did, and then in early days in our films like the Matrix movies.
So that being the case, I mean, this takes enormous creativity, but it takes computer know-how. It takes, if you like, the acquired learning. In many ways, it's the aspiration for what jobs of the future will look like, isn't it, for the people who are working for Logic?
We absolutely are the jobs of the future. I think every kid should aspire to work in companies like ours because we are at that wonderful connection of creativity and technology, which is, I think, where the future lies. I think it empowers creatives with incredible technology, and it gives technologists incredible opportunities with how their technology is used to tell stories. And I think for kids who are looking for a career, they couldn't think of a better one.
And so, though you're taken over now by Netflix, does anything change operationally in terms of the business here in Australia? And of course, you've got your operations in North America as well.
Well, that was one of the great things about Netflix. They saw the value in what we do, and they don't want to mess with it. They really love the creativity that comes out of here, the technology that we develop. They love the management team and the artists that we have. And really, we're going to operate as Animalogic under an Animalogic brand with the same leadership, same people, the same structure. The difference being, though, we'll get incredible amount of support to continue to grow our industry in Australia and in Sydney, and to grow Animalogic for the future, for the next chapter of what this company could be.
Zareh Nalbandian, it's a wonderful story. Congratulations on the deal today, and many thanks for telling us your story.
Thanks so much.